Hello, my name is Mary Lou and I'm an Australian in Stampin Up Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fancy fold. There's a 1 inch and also you can do it at the 1/2 inch, but I think for today we're going to be doing the 1 inch. It's very easy to do. Okay, let's begin. I'm using the Pool Party cardstock and we're gonna be using the hand pen stamp set. I made a template here to, if you wanna take a photo, you can, but I will explain it to you how to do it. It's very simple. It looks complicated, but it's very, very simple. Okay. To begin, you can use your cutter or you can use your scoreboard. So we're gonna score at 1 inch, 2 and 3. Turn, and we do the same again. We score at 1, 2, and 3, and that's all the scoring to do. Then we're gonna fold it on your first score line, and for this you can use here to mark it, or I find it easier to do the scoreboard and a pencil. Let me get a pencil. And I want you to put a little mark on number 1 and number 2. And then this is just 1/8 smaller than 6, so just bring it to the 6 and score a 1 inch and another inch. So 1 inch on here, 1 inch in there. So we have done the same. Then you fold it on the third score line and we do the same. I mark on a 1 inch, 2 inch, move it to the 6, we score on 5 and 4. So what you've done, you scored on the first one and the third score line. Turn around and we do the same thing again. 1 and 2, move it across, 5 and 4, fold it on the third score line again, put another mark on 1, 2, move it along, 5 and 4. So now we have all those marks. So we remove this now. We get a ruler. Remove this paper. Oh, hold on. We get all the papers out. And we need, now for this, you can use your trimmer. And you can position this on number 1, 1 inch. And then you put your cutter on 1 and you cut up to 3. But some of you may not have a cutter. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the ruler. So that's why we put these pencil marks. So put it there and at the bottom. So it's all lined up. So now we're going to cut from the first score line to the third score line. So we cut here, stop, and then we start again from the third score line to the 1 score line. So now we have made a cut here and a cut here. We move across and we do the same thing again. We go from number 1 to the third score line. Again, from the third score line to the first score line. So now we have done these cuts. Move along. I find that it's very easy with a ruler and you can cut all along. So again, from the first score line to the third score line, from the third score line to the first score line. Move across, line it up, cut here to here, and from there to there. So now we have got all these cuts, right? So we put this away so we don't cut ourselves. Now we're gonna fold this up, and this one down. And this one down. So that one's up, down, down. This one down. This one down. And the first one always goes up. Okay, now we get the rubber and we get rid of all these pencil marks. And the fancy fold is almost done. Told you, super easy. Okay, now with your finger, you push this in, you push that in. Press, press. Make sure that it's nice and level. Same thing over here. You push this in, push that in, push, push, and it will just fold into place. Here, here, here. Okay? Now I'm gonna open this up, and to hide this score line here, I just get my bone folder and I just iron that little bit there, the middle one, and the end one, and then you sort of smooth those lines. See how here you can see it? So we can get rid of that just by pressing here, pressing there. I mean, you're not gonna see it because we're gonna put designer paper, but that is already your fold. See? Super easy. Now to decorate, you need some designer paper. Now let me see where I got the measurements. For this one, you need one that is 2 1/4 by 5 7/8. I don't know if I give you the size for the card. The card is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. And then you need 2 small strips that are 3/4 by 5 7/8. So we're going to glue this one and this one here, and this one in the center. So we do that now.
Cup of tea, water.
Thank you. It's my husband. He's gorgeous. He's bringing me a cup of tea. His name is Farad. Okay, so now we glue that one there, and we put the other one here. And the one in the middle. You can make it flat. There we go. It's already looking beautiful. Okay. Then for the decoration, I have cut one oval, and I've used the layering ovals, and I've used the largest one, the largest from this side and the largest of the scallop, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually, yeah, I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of this. Put a few dimensionals here. Put some dimensions, and we're going to glue. I'm gonna put this aside for a second. Put it there for a second, and we're going to attach this to here, and we put it aside. And then we're gonna be using the stamp set. We're gonna be using the largest stamp and also the die. So what I done, I find that it is easier to cut the shape of this flower first and then stamp. So that's what I've done. I have cut the shape, and now I'm gonna stamp it. Get a block, put it in a block. and we use more mental. And it's very easy to line up because it's clear. So let's see. I don't know if you can see me. There we go. Ah, beautiful, perfect. Okay, I'll put that away. Now, the good thing about this set is that there's no coloring. You got all the pieces to do your coloring. So for this big flower, we use this. Now the colors that I use for this is Blushing Bright, Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, and Misty Moonlight. So the largest flower, I'll stamp it with Blushing Bright. Oh, wait a minute. And also, we need a smaller, we need another one of those, which I stamped it already. Here we go. I stamped a small one as well. Oh, sorry, a large one. So I'm gonna color it in. So that's the big one. Let me clean this one up. Put this one away. Then we get the next size up, which is this one here. And that one we're going to do it in Pool Party. I may stamp off to make it a little bit lighter. Get a piece of scrap. There we go, nice and soft. Then the next one, so we use a Blushing Bright already. We use the Pool Party. And I'm gonna use the Daffodil Delight for this one. And they don't line up perfectly, but it just looks really beautiful. Okay, so that's that. And then we're gonna do the little ones. And I'm gonna do them in Pool Party. One at full strength. And then the next one, second strength, like so. I think this one needs to be maybe a little bit darker because it's too close to that. What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. What I do is I just do a bit of the half of the flower, just to give it two different tones. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now we do the leaves. There's a large leaf. The leaf, I do a Pool Party. And the smaller leaves, got a smaller block. I'm gonna use the Misty Moonlight. Stamp off. And one full strength. There we go. All done. Okay, clean that up. There we go. All right, so we done that. Now this one here, I'm gonna quickly fussy cut this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Put that away. Put my scissors away. Okay, so now this one, I'm just going to curl the petals a little bit. Put a little bit of glue in the center. And I'm gonna sit this here like that. I'm gonna get the tweezers and just curl these petals a little bit. Sorry, I keep coming off. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put some dimensionals on this, behind the flower. And I'm going to attach it to my oval. Okay, then, because this is what we're trying to create, like that, then with a bit of winged stella, let's put a little bit of winged stella to make a shimmer. On the flowers. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like glimmer on it. It makes it look just a little bit special, I think. Okay, I'm going to get I'll pause for a minute. I'll go and get the ribbon. I forgot the ribbon, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I got some ribbon. You can use any ribbon you'll have. I'm using the one that it matches nicely with the card. This designer paper is also from hand penned designer series paper, and it's just a beautiful paper. All the papers are just really, really, really nice, and the bags are gorgeous. So that's the one that I sort of use. Now I have made a nice large bow. Let's make this flat. Get rid of that. Make this nice and flat so we can work easier. And I'll get a few glue dots so we can keep the bow. Put it on the back here. Put a couple of those. Now we're gonna have this here, so the bow is gonna go there, and then these tiles I'm gonna keep them inside. So let's put a couple of glue dots over here to keep the ribbon flat. Like so. And I'm going to glue this over here like that, but underneath I like the ribbon sort of looking like if the tiles were coming from underneath, like what I done in here. So we're gonna cut 2 pieces of the ribbon, 2 small pieces, like that, like this, and we're gonna put 2, one there and one there, like this. All right, so I'm gonna use a bit of type, which I think is easier. Get a little bit of type, put type here, and I'm going to put the ribbon here. higher, like that. And then I'm gonna put glue on the back. And I'm gonna glue this here. Like so. Told you it was super easy. So that's, and then on the back we need something for the sentiment, because you can't write the sentiment over here, so we're gonna need something over here. So I cut a piece of white here that we can put it on the back like that, and we're gonna stamp, we can stamp a sentiment. Where do we go here? Maybe things or feel better. What will we put in there? Feel better, friend. Or anything is possible. There we go. Anything is possible. I like that. So we're gonna stamp anything is possible in here, and we're gonna stamp a little flower. Of course, let's do that. I'm gonna stamp flower on the back. Black. No, not black. We use Misty. Only that. Pretty. And I have this one. Put that one away. And Pool Party, so it matches the front. Stamp, lift, and move a little bit, so then you get like a double. Okay? And then we're just gonna stamp the sentiment. Anything is possible. There. And we will glue this on the back. There we go. Anything is possible. And there's the front of the card. Oh, hold on. Like that. And it stands up. And it's like that. And we could put a few little decorations here. I'll find some embellishment and I'll come back. Okay, I got these beautiful brush bass butterflies from the new mini catalog. I think they would look beautiful in this card. So we're gonna grab one of the largest one. Maybe we'll put one here. And one baby one. And they're super flat. They're very flat. And maybe another little baby one down here. Yeah, and I think that will do for this. So that is the card, the fancy fold with the hand pen. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.